We actually have a page on our website. If you scroll down to the bottom of the website, in the footer, there's a page called What Kilt is Right for Me, or Which Kilt is Right for Me. On that page, we break down all of the attributes of each of our kilts. We talk about the different models, which one, what customers tend to align with what models, how much they cost, the material, the yardage, how many pleats are in it, all those kind of details. The basic difference between the casual and the semi-traditional is a couple yards of cloth. Well, the semi-traditional is about 5 to 6 yards of cloth. The casual tends to be about 4 to 4.5 yards of cloth. Casual has 1.5 inch pleats, where the semi-traditional has inch-wide pleats. The semi-traditional has the straps and buckles and the fringe, so it looks more like a traditional kilt, hence the name semi-traditional. Where the casual kilt is Velcro closure, and it's more an entry-level, fun pub kind of kilt.
Roughhousing kilt.
Yeah. For our 8-yard kilts, we have our top-stitched 8-yard kilt and our premier 8-yard kilt. When we came out with our top-stitched model, basically we were looking at the premier kilt and trying to figure out how we could make it faster in order to keep the price down. What we kind of landed on was we didn't want to sacrifice quality and time, so we just had to, leave it alone. But there was an opportunity to make things a little bit faster by sewing on the surface of the fabric versus sewing the pleats inside out. On our premier 8-yard kilt, we actually take the good side of the fabric and the good side of the fabric, put them together, pin it down about 10 times, and then, following that line, sew it on the back side of the fabric, take all the pins out, open it up, and the horizontal lines on the back of the kilt have to be exactly perfect within 1 thread variance, or else we have to tear out that pleat and do it over. That takes a lot of time. It's literally about 10 minutes per pleat. So the way we got around it was we sewed on the surface of the fabric. So we take the good side, and we're actually sewing right on the good side. So if you look closely, you can actually see the stitching on the very edge of the pleat on our top-stitched 8-yard kilt model. But we use thread that's actually in the kilt, so it's going to camouflage it as best we can. However, doing it this way takes 30 seconds a pleat to a minute a pleat, not 10 minutes. When you stack that up over 30 or so pleats in an 8-yard kilt, that's a good amount of time saving. Therefore, it's a lot less money for our top-stitched 8 model kilt versus our premier 8 model kilt. Other than that, there's really no differences between the models. It's just how the pleats are actually sewn into the kilt.
Yeah.
Mac, anything else to add to that?
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically, and the general thing is decide what you want to do in the kilt and what your budget is.
Yep.
There's supposed to be one for everyone, basically.
Yeah, one is not better than the other. The premier 8-yard kilt is not better than the top-stitched 8-yard kilt. It's just, don't think of it as it's $75 more, so it's better. It's $75 more because of the amount of labor that has to go into it to do it one way versus another way. We're not looking at it from one is better than the other one. We're looking at it from a standpoint of it takes the kilt makers X amount more time to make, therefore it has to cost X amount more money.
Yeah, if it's better for you, it's a matter of the aesthetics. Do you like the look of the hidden stitching as opposed to the top stitching?
Yep.
But the difference between at the other end, the casual and the semi-trad, we do like to say that the semi-trad you can dress up more than the casual kilt. So again, you want to think about what activities you're planning on wearing the kilt for. Casual is definitely going to be low end and very casual, as the name implies. And semi-trad is a little easier to dress up or dress down. So if you're at the entry level end of things, I would usually recommend people go for the semi-trad.
Yep.